The stock taking and agenda setting for Akwa Ibom without oil. And like I said, every second counts on Open Forum Season NKO. We touch on this and that because it's a town hall. We'll still have time, even if it's going to be 7-8 minutes for callers to call in. So we are looking at promoting entrepreneurship through partnership with stakeholders to enhance sustainable well-being of citizens and the state. And specifically, we have a governor who has intentionally brought up programs because his medians, not because another administration did not have poverty issues, but Omoino has prioritized attention to ameliorating the sufferings of persons by initiating a number of programs. And to give us insight, I also want to reel out some of them. Is important for record purposes that under educational grants and support, Omoino gave 100 million as education intervention fund to persons living with disabilities in the state. And that money, I can confirm, I spoke with somebody, said he has received. Incidentally, by the grace of God, I'm likely who's the person next week because he has more serious cases we need to attend to under humanitarian case. And then he also released 778.9, almost 779 million naira payment of WAEC fees. Undisclosed amount was spent for our children who went on educational tourism to UK. Then we also have the 79 million paid as fees for 4 Akwa Ibom students at the Nigerian College of Aviation Technology Zaria, Kaduna State. We have 10 million awarded to Ketim Fund Ndanyong Mong, winner of the 2023 Harris Life Essay Competition. There is also the 350,000 naira grant for postgraduate students each. There is the 250,000 naira each for undergraduate students. There is the 10,000, 20,000, and the 30,000 for those students reading professional courses. There is the 1 million that Pastor Moino approved and gave to as payment to medical residency training fund for Akwa Ibom doctors who just to assist them with the medical residency training, covering costs for multi-stages of examinations and others. And then we having to bring that up again, like I've been just appealed, those students in law school, it is pending, and I want to believe His Excellency will do something about it and will come back and tell the world that he has done it. So that one is pending financial assistance to law school students, so that it will not be the first time that law school students were not given anything. And he has done so much in the education sector. Then you now come to empowerment, entrepreneurship. Pastor Moino, who is very practical about developing entrepreneurs, has released as much as the first batch was about 800 beneficiaries of grants to people that are training Ibom-led at 500,000 naira each. We also have those who are going to receive about 2 million or 5 million the local government that is pending. We also have those non-indigenous Yorubas, Igbos, Hausas, and others grouped together, given 200 million naira each for, as it was called, interest-free loan, has been converted to grant. We have the traders who were given 1.5 million naira, 500 million per senatorial district as interest-free loan. He later converted it to grant. In fact, at the point they couldn't even access the money. So, lots of monies are here and there, but we do not see the impact on the beneficiaries. And even the governor said so just recently, that he needs to see the beneficiaries show that they are come up with something. Otherwise, he may think the other way. We may not name everything, but you are in the banking sector. And we in Open Forum, as an advocacy group, we've been saying that the way these monies are being released, it cannot be sustainable. You look at the bulk purchase agency. This year's budget, they have over 13 billion naira. And those monies, those items will be given without records. So, as a seasoned banker, what can be done for the state government to be able to track how these monies are given, ensure that these monies are used for the purpose, the most recent is the widows of the fallen heroes. They have been given 250 million. How are these monies going to be followed to see that they are invested properly and there's a plow back to the system?
Well, I thank the governor for considering the fact that the state depends on oil, and he has that spirit of developing other people and also other sectors of the economy, encouraging and increasing capacity of even the indigents and non-indigents. Now, so much money has been disbursed to different groups of people for various purposes. Now, the question would be, how were these people selected?
Yes.
Were they just political loyalists? Because sometimes we see people choosing loyalists where professionals or maybe experts are supposed to be choosing for a particular thing. Entrepreneurship is not just for anybody. It's for people who are ready. You must have the skill. You must be ready to innovate. Either you change.
Or you must be trained.
That is it. Entrepreneurship has to do with 4 things. First is innovation. You create something new. Second, you can modify an existing thing. Third, you can use a new technology to do something that has been done before. Now, the fourth aspect of entrepreneurship is maybe getting a new market for an existing product. Now, all these people, have they been in business before? What were they doing?
Yes.
Do they even have the desire to go into entrepreneurship, or they were just selected so that they become beneficiaries, and after that they just see it as a national cake, their own pie?
That reminds me that the most recent happens to be those who were gotten from the Arise employment portal.
Yes.
A whopping 800 or 900 or so 750 million naira was disbursed in one day to how many thousand? 15,000 or 15,000 beneficiaries.
Yes.
And one of them that spoke with me said, "This is not business grants. It's just assistance for the Christmas. That you have to spend 35,000 naira in the same day to buy chicken, buy rice. And will she sell pure water? A graduate, what are you going to sell with 50,000? So how do we galvanize these ideas and put it on the table? Because we say that, can we have Citizens Bank or People's Bank, not just at the private level, at the national level? So much is being put into these things. As a seasoned banker again, what would be your recommendation? Because time flies when we are on open forum. Even if it's going to be 3 minutes, we're going to open the phone lines. In a nutshell, if this is to be your capsule to give to cure this malady, what would be your recommendation so that we don't just throw money? We have to separate political givings and real empowerment that must be accounted for.
Yes. One thing that should be done, the selection process should be
free from political considerations.
That is, it should be taken seriously.
Okay.
Not just anybody. If we are talking about entrepreneurship, what are you doing currently? What can you do?
Beautiful.
And then giving people just any amount does not solve the problem.
Beautiful.
You know, sometimes I remember when we were in the bank, some people will come and apply for a certain amount of money, and you appraise the loan and you see that they need more than that. So you advise, you need more. Like 50,000, what would they do? In the village, some people can use it anyway.
Yes, there are class of people that can use that.
Yes, it can be done. But how do we wish 15,000 people can use 50,000 naira? Well, we are not here to criticize the effort of the government.
No, we are here to help with ideas.
Trying to say that besides just dishing, putting one hand in the bag and dish out maybe 50,000 to somebody, the money can be taken to. We have Akwa Ibom has Akwa Savings and Loan.
That's right.
Akwa Ibom has the Igbon Fadama
Bank, Microfinance Bank.
Akwa Ibom has other commercial banks that are working in Akwa Ibom. They can select them. Then the state government lodge this money with this bank. State bank release the money to them, and the state government can even pay the bank management fee.
Yes.
So what the bank will do is to at least supersede how this money has been dispersed, and then sometimes they get to the project side. So to say,
no, not even sometimes. The advocate should be that some of this money should be given as loans.
Yeah.
Once you call it grants, nobody is ready to give account for it. And this money is supposed to revolve.
But even if it is as grants, I know why the government is saying it should not be loan because of interest. Banking loans interest.
No, you can call it interest-free loan.
Interest-free loan.
Interest-free loan.
Well, okay, what you are looking at should be refundable.
Yes, so that the money can revolve.
I'm not completely against the grants.
Okay.
But see, you can't eat your cake and still have it. Opportunity, they say, is one, but I don't see it as one too. It can come, but whenever you have an opportunity,
You have to be ready.
Be ready for it. I thank the governor, the present governor of Bible State, for having a good heart, seeing people as his brothers and sisters. On the idea of entrepreneurship, if you want to empower people such that it should be sustainable, sustainability has to do with when you give them money today, how long will that money last in their hand? Stakeholders, other stakeholders should be carried along. Banks, either of Akwa Ibom indigenous or outside, should be used as mediators, as intermediary, so that at the end of the day, they will monitor, or even committees. They can set up committees at federal constituency or senatorial level to monitor what is happening. And by the time that is done, you see that whenever somebody benefits from a particular money, they will know that somebody is following up on them. You used to call something monitor the monitor.
Yes.
So you don't just give people money and say, go and do business, and you allow them.
Like that.
They won't be, not everybody is disciplined.
So
we need to monitor the monitor.
The summary is that it's not enough to give monies out to beneficiaries. The selection process must show that these people have something to do with business.
Yes.
And whatever money that is given, there should be a monitoring.
Yes.
And the monitoring team should also be monitored to give the report. And I must say this, the 200 billion that was given to the market traders in Akwa Ibom State under the administration of former Governor Dim Emmanuel was, I think, interest-free loan. We've not heard any report, and nothing in the market shows that such monies entered the market. The poverty level and the complaint is still high. So it's time to take stock. We are taking stock and setting agenda for an Akwa Ibom without oil. And we are doing this in support of the Arise Agenda, Happy Hour initiative, and the renewed hope for Akwa Ibom people and Nigerians by the federal government.